We don't naturally greet our pain with courage because it's far more normal for the emotional cost of unpleasant things to have us feeling overwhelmed and defeated than it has ever been for us to perceive of the bravery and being kind while suffering. Feelings don't use words, though, to voice themselves, and they certainly don't remind us that we don't come from any of the events in our lives, but that we materialize through our collaborations with them. In essence, we experience our moments and the emotions that are formed under pressure in those places, and then they repeatedly return with their disproportionate messages that diminish our ability to hear and to think outside of them. We try to make sense of it by reflecting on how different choices should have been made, but that concept is also a part of pain's pattern that causes us to fall. And before we know it, we are left with the view of what we believe to be our unworthiness. The gap between the hope of our desires and what has actually happened holds what has been fit into our hearts. And while our minds want to find the names for what's there, the feels never really change because they are noises that designations can't provide relief from. So we meet again and again, the normalcy of yesterday's suffering and the fear that tomorrow's emotions will have exactly the same cost, and they will, until we recognize that greeting pain in a repetitive manner denotes a certain kind of strength that we have never before taken notice of. After all, it hasn't been a popular movement within ourselves to observe that the language of determination quietly displays itself in every single step after step that we make while continuing to walk with our particular shades of regret and grief along journeys that at times are very unwelcoming. It will never just be about the flowers, because as with all things, the significance of each is meant to expand and contract, to be defined as we determine, rather than for us to breathe in being explained by them. Have the best day possible for you. Love always, Hevel.